So yeah, this is what I carry every day. Got my keys. I drive a Jeep. Good mall crawler. I got the Kershaw knife. I forget what it's called. That's from Kershaw. This thing is amazing. It's got a bottle opener in there, and I use it all the time for opening up stuff and just slicing through anything. Little paracord lanyard. I love this. Got it from Walmart. And this little S-beaner from Lowe's I bought. The one that came with the lanyard just kind of sucks, so I had to buy that separate. And here's my wallet. Nothing too crazy about it. It's I think it's faux leather. I don't think it's real, but it's aged kind of nicely. I like a flat profile wallet, simple, you know. I don't carry all of the things in it, just, you know, identification and some cards, maybe a little bit of cash. So moving forward, I got Streamlight Pro, the Stylus Pro that is, and I love how simple and slim this is. It fits in the pocket perfectly, and it doesn't take up very much weight, which is kind of what I go for most things. I don't like a whole lot of weight when it comes to my everyday carry, so that's what I went with, and it's not that expensive. It's pretty affordable. The lights, I use it very often, and the lights, you know, the battery life on this is really good, and the light's pretty bright for what I use it for, you know. Nothing too crazy, not a whole lot of lumens, but hey, what counts is that it's on me. And moving on, I got some medical here. I got the SOFTT-W Tourniquet. Not sure from who, but I can definitely at least link you to how to get it like this. This is a special technique to fold it as flat as you can, and it's also ready to deploy once you get these bands off. And yeah, I just have a simple rubber band there. That will definitely break if I really just were in a rush, and this would just slide right off. But that's a hair bungee right there, and that's just how I roll. At least got some medical. So now my favorite part of the EDC video or setup, my main squeeze. There are many like her, but none like this one. This is my first handgun since I started carrying, and that's just how I rock it. Appendix kydex. Bought this clip separate. I love this kind of clip. It just works for my body type. Taurus Millennium Generation 2. Yeah, I think I've had this for about 6-7 years now, I think. But yeah, I've had it since the start of my gun ownership. A buddy of mine showed me the ropes essentially. He had, you know, a bunch of handguns he brought out, and I shot them all. And he had a Glock, he had, you know, Smith, he had this, and I chose this because, I mean, he didn't tell me the price. I just put it in my hand and I was like, "Ooh, this is nice," you know. And I messed with the trigger and shot it, and I was like, "Wow, okay." And then he told me it's half the cost of the Glock. I was like, "No way!" I had to get this. So here it is, 6 years or so later. Look at that patina. Look at that wear on the slide. Look at that. You don't get that just from sitting in a drawer. A lot of rounds to this. I've lost count. But yeah, I love it. Love to death. So as you'll see, I changed out the front fiber optic, and I went with Lakeline rear U channel sights. This is how I like it. I like a very heavy front focal acquisition. I don't like a whole lot of information. You know, the whole stress thing. You know, when you're using it, and I just get a better sight picture. You know, I don't have to fight with, if I do need to even bother with sighting. You know, this is how I like to roll. So, and I partner that up with a extended magazine. Now this Taurus did come with 2 mags, but I ended up going with a bigger magazine, you know, for as a secondary option. So I took it from 12 rounds to 18 rounds on this Mecgar P226. Yep, Made in Italy, it says right there. And it holds 18 rounds, and just bought a 3D printed adapter there, so it mounts nice and flush. You get a look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. And I wear medium to large gloves, right in between there. Mostly large, but I have skinny hands, so that's how it looks with that on there. Yep. So take that out. We're not done yet, though. I also carry this guy. I eventually got a larger handgun. You just have to step up sometimes. And at the time, this is what I could afford. And surprisingly enough, I like it. I really like it. And just to remind you, I shot Glock, I shot other guns, you know. And I've been carrying these both for a good amount of time now. You know, these got high round counts. You know, I'd rather spend more money on the training and on the ammo than on the gun itself. I think eventually, as I get older, maybe I'll get a nicer handgun. If you have a recommendation, I was thinking maybe the CZP-110C or something like that. I was looking at that for some time now. But yeah, I got an SD9, and this is a company holster. It's called Osborne, and it's local here in Texas. And interestingly, I bought this for the G2 when I had a laser. Silly me getting a laser on a handgun. Yeah, I just wanted that. So, and I wanted to try the whole hybrid thing, and I couldn't find a holster for this setup particularly because of the Olight. So here's my recommendation. If you're in the same boat as me, you own one of these firearms and it's an Olight, and you just can't find a good holster combination, freaking get kydex, heat it up, use a heat gun, you know, get something that's very close, uses the same light, as long as they have it, like, or something. I mean, the Olight's so small, so it works so well. Heat it up and just slowly push it in there. Put some gloves on and push down on it. Make sure it's nice and snug over that light especially. And that's pretty much what I did. So there you have it. There's my everyday carry.